Hi, I'm Miss Debbie from the Cushing Public Library. I'm so happy to be able to be asked to read a story to you today. And the story I've chose is called The Cool Bean. And this is a really nice story. It's about kindness and it's about three very cool beans. And you'll see in the story why they're such cool beans. So much so that everyone in the school likes them. So Cool Beans was written by Jory and illustrated, which means he did all the artwork, by Pete Oswald. And these two people have teamed up and they have written 20 books together. And The Cool Bean is their favorite book that they've done. So here we go. Okay. Let me see if I move over, you can see it better. Okay, The Cool Bean. Watch out, here come the cool beans. The cool beans. See them walking into school? Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. And notice their sunglasses. Yow! The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, and beyond county lines. So here you go, there's the cool beans. And this little bean is actually the one who's telling the story. In the olden days, last year, we were one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together, even though you're not totally sure why. So here the cool beans are in their pod. And now, here our little friend is off on his own and the cool beans are playing on the playground. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the cool beans. They were so cool. One of them could play the guitar, cool. One of them could draw the best superheroes, wow, cool. And one of them could jump higher than any bean I've ever known. That's really, really cool. Me? Well, mostly I stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses, a little bit too big. I slicked my hair back, slicked it a little too much. I strutted around, ow, and I swaggered. Oh, he slipped on a banana peel. Oh no. I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed, and I walked into stuff. I was an uncool bean, for sure. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete, so I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. Oh no, he got hit on the head with the basketball. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans, and then the beans like me. The days all just blended together. I lived my life and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. The cool beans continued being cool. I mean, sure, I missed them a lot, a bit, but it's not like I was going to say anything. I felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship. And that's how it went. Until one day, I was in the cafeteria. I dropped my lunch on my loafers. Oh no, not again. But then something sort of miraculous happened. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Later, I was out on the playground. I tripped and scraped my knee and maybe cried a little bit, and everybody saw it. But another one of the cool beans came to my side, and without a word, he dusted me off. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence. Nobody said anything. And then everyone just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. Oh no, our poor little guy. But then one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. So I'm seeing that the cool beans are pretty nice people. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really bad, if not for the kindness of a few cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence. That shred of confidence has continued to grow. Look how proud he is of himself. Wow. Somebody has my back, or a few somebodies. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been instead of been? But not all the times, but sometimes. I hung out with them at lunch, after school, and even on weekends. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff. It's about a wink or a nod or a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up, and pointing them in the right direction. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's cool. The end. Hope you enjoyed the story. Hopefully we'll be able to get together soon. Can't wait until you can do library visits again. And remember why the cool beans are cool beans. Because niceness is important. And if you're nice and kind, you'll be a cool bean. So stay safe and see you soon.